it's Charles J. That just in case you ain't heard of me, they told me it was too late. But I promise that I'll be the first to speak. Most of these rappers, they fake. But you can't have your way, this ain't Burger King. Everybody said it won't be till they see smooth and they realize they'd rather have turkey meat.
What it do, what it do? It's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. Say, man, shout out to my audience. Shout out to those that's rocking with me. Yeah, we back in the kitchen. There's a whole lot of goddamn sauce in this pot, man. Let's get to the shit. Listen, I want to give a shout out to those that rock with me for sure. I got to be honest. I'm pleasantly surprised that I was expecting to wake up this morning and at least been done lost by 10 subscribers. That's what I thought with the last video I done. I thought I would have lost at least 10 of y'all. Now, I've actually gained subscribers overnight. But now, appreciate you for holding on. What you got to do? Appreciate you for holding on. Nah, holding on. What's that song I like? Baby, hold on to me. See, I'm a special kind. Anyway, that's that Levert. But anyway, I appreciate you. I know all you motherfuckers don't always agree with me. I know it's some of y'all that probably ain't too fond of the fighters that I fuck with the most. So I just appreciate you through it all for rocking with me. I really, really appreciate it. Yeah. Another thing I want to say, I said what I said. I stamped that shit. I stand on it. But I'm not finna make my channel out to be... I said what I said about Wilder, and that's damn near it. Unless some more weird shit come out, I don't know. I said what I felt, but I ain't finna make my whole channel about trying to expose Wilder. Just like I ain't finna make my whole channel about trying to expose Al Heyman. Even though I think he's a fraud. Even though I think he really wears skirts in real life. I don't know. I think he's soft. But I ain't finna make my channel about him. It ain't no black man powerful enough or much of a coon enough for me to just make my whole channel about him. Now it's much bigger than that. But I am going to talk about it. So, I said what I said, but, yeah. So, I ain't going to make my channel out to be that, but I definitely want to get my point across. I will not bite my tongue. So, Leonard Ellaby has started a storm. It's getting real bad out here in, boy, they got Bob in on them now. Bob, Fight Hype, Fight Hub, they all grabbed it. They don't even fuck with Leonard Ellaby. Bob don't fuck, none of them fuck, and Leonard Ellaby don't fuck with Rick Glazer. When Rick Glazer tried to say that Tank versus Hector Garcia did 60,000 pay-per-views, Leonard Ellaby went off on Rick Glazer. Stop lying on my fighter and this and that. And now when Rick Glazer come out and say Devin did 50,000, Leonard Ellaby was the first one to co-sign it. You just talk shit to Rick Glazer not even 10 months ago when he fought Hector Garcia. But when he can say Devin got low, because Rick Glazer only comes out to say that black fighters got low numbers. That's all Rick Glazer, and he brags about fucking on black women. But now Rick Glazer, 70-something. Rick, I don't know how old, but he look old as shit. Wrinkled up at. Anyway, that motherfucker drink blood in real life. Anyway, medium rare steak eating that. Ain't it called? Yeah, medium rare. Yeah. But anyway, now Rick Glazer, he always try to prove that black fighters don't sell. That is his shit. And I just want to show some things. I want to prove some things. I want to expose some things. And that ain't, I want to make something else very clear. My channel ain't about exposing, but it's so much bullshit. I be damn if I don't talk about it. I'm not finna look the other way. I'm not finna turn the cheek. I am not finna act like boxing is a pure sport. So all you boxing purists and enthusiast motherfuckers, you better go watch one of them fair ass channels. Cause it ain't fair here. I talk about the unfairness and I talk my shit. So, normally we listen to Dan Raphael and Mike Coppinger and them. That's normally the source that we respect and listen to the most. But they didn't co-sign that shit. But the thing about it, they quiet. But they wouldn't come out and say, man, Rick Glazer's he's not accurate about the Devin Haney pay-per-view. No, nobody know what the numbers are, but we'll let the lie just sit in the air. Nobody really know. I ain't finna cap, bro. I don't know what that shit did, but I don't believe it did no 50,000 when him and Loma did 150,000, and the Regis fight was bigger, clearly bigger. The fight was clearly bigger than the Loma fight. And him and Loma did 150,000. There is no way. I don't think no fan believes that Devin versus Regis did 50,000 buys. And even if it did, which I highly doubt, David Benavidez versus Andre did 65, and we know that for sure. Those are numbers that are for sure, but it seems like the only thing that's viral is that Devin Haney is doing 50,000. I just don't know, bro. Boxing tries so hard to prove that black fighters don't sell. And at this point, black fans and black people in boxing, when it's a black fighter they don't like, they'll join hands with white folks and mainstream media to say that the black fighter don't sell. Yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I look at that. You would turn on your own and shit on you'll support the narrative that black fighters don't sell just because you rock with Tank and you don't like Devin Haney. This is bigger than them. You'll say black fighters, that's what you're saying to me. When you want to co-sign Rick Glazer and these motherfucking racist motherfuckers that you know are racist and you know they hate on black fighters, but you'll co-sign that shit just to shit on Devin, bro. Lack of morals, bro. LB, you too old for that shit with that white ass Santa Claus ass bit, bro. You was too old to. Why would you shit on Dare, bro? He used to be in the Mayweather gym. Why would you join in on that shit, bro? That's Bill Haney and Calvin them really talking all the shit. Why would you and Bill, y'all done been around each other and all that. Why would you go out your way to try to shit on his numbers? And the reason why I'm talking about this is, even if the numbers come out tomorrow and they say it did 350,000, if they came out and said it did 500,000, it won't matter because the damage is done. Whether we believe it's 50,000 or not, bro, it's out there. And mainstream media, Fight Hype and Fight Hub, they asking Bob Bram about it. What do you think about Devin's low pay-per-view numbers? And that's going to be the thing now for everybody. When Devin fight, they going to ask, well, you think this fight will do bigger than the 50,000 you saw? The lie has already been cemented into the minds of boxing fans. When you control the narrative, you control the medium, you control the people. It's casual fans that don't know shit about boxing, but they heard about the 50,000, and so it's a lot of people that think, man, I did want to see the Tank fight, but shit, man, Devin don't even sell, bro. He did 50,000, and it's just an excuse for Coach Calvin and Ken and them and Tank them to say, you don't even sell. You just better take what I give you and this and that. Nah, bro, it's just some monkey shit. If it ain't never been some monkey shit. Like I said, Leonard Ellaby has never shitted on none of the Mexicans that Tank has fought. You never said they don't sell, bro. Why numbers got to come up with Devin? Why I got to come up with Shakir? That's the only time we talk about numbers, bro. Why does the numbers don't matter to anybody else? Why? Because 500,000 that Canelo did with Jamel Cholo, it was decent, but for Canelo to be the face of boxing, I think he should have broke 1 million pay-per-view buys in that fight. Jamel a name. That was a big fight. I think when you say you the face of boxing, you should at least pull about 800,000. But when Terrence Crawford did 500,000 to 600,000, the first thing fans said, that shit wasn't bigger than Ryan and Tank. It wasn't bigger than. That was the whole build up of the Spence and Crawford. It ain't gonna outsell Tank and Ryan. But when Canelo fought Jamel and the numbers came out, nobody said, well, Canelo didn't outsell Tank and Ryan. I'm just peeping the game. Teofimo Lopez has disrespected the fuck out of Tank. Him and Senior. And Senior way more disrespectful than Bill, bro. You ain't gonna shit on his numbers, bro. Even though he fight in front of 3,000 fucking people. You ain't gonna talk about his numbers, bro. You ain't gonna do it. He's never even been on pay-per-view. Tank has never fought a fighter that has ever been on pay-per-view. But you want to bring up Devin's pay-per-views when nobody he's ever fought is pay-per-view worthy. Let me tell you something, bro. These motherfuckers, this some Santa Claus shit. This some tooth fairy shit. I'm telling you, bro. You motherfuckers fall asleep. They put a tooth under you, $5 under your goddamn pillow, and you believe in the tooth fairy. I'm just telling you, bro, when mainstream media really want to push a fight, they can make a fight sell 2 million pay-per-views at this point. If they can convince all you motherfucking fans that this is the fight, like they did with Tank and Ryan, they convinced you motherfuckers. It ain't about the star power. They convinced you motherfuckers because Ryan had never fought on pay-per-view. So you can't say he was a superstar. They convinced you motherfuckers that fight was the shit. They convinced you of that. But ever since Tank won, they've been shitting on him. And I took up for Tank. I say, because this has been a narrative. Tank can't sell without Ryan. That was because of Ryan he did 1.2. It really was Ryan selling more than Tank. Most of the pay-per-views was because of Ryan. But Ryan had never been on pay-per-view, and his last fight wasn't on pay-per-view. But that's because of Ryan, really. Ryan really bigger than Tank. Ryan was the man. Even T.O. said that. So I hear a lot of fighters coming out saying, nah, it was Ryan that really sold that fight. It wasn't really Tank. It was Ryan. They giving Ryan more credit than Tank for the sales. But I don't hear Coach Calvin getting mad. I don't hear Tank's team trying to debunk that shit. Like I said, bro, y'all got so much smoke for Devin and Bill, bro. Just go on and fight them. And that Dauphin shit you trying to just take what I give you, bro. Nah, bro. You ain't even gonna say that to Isaac Cruz. You gonna at least give him a meal or 1.5 or some shit. You ain't gonna shit on him. Even though his last fight, he was on the undercard. He was on the under fucking card. He wasn't the main event. So, we don't talk about that, bro. It is what it is, man. I'm going to be real with you, though. Earl Spence, to me, he's a real one, but I don't agree with everything he done did. And I don't like how he moving right now. I think he too quiet. I think he way too quiet. And I like Spence. I rock with you, bro, but it's some suspect shit. I don't like how you moving. I don't like this quiet shit. I don't like that you posted that fucking dog and you was out of shape. I don't like a lot of shit. I think you should have been in the gym months ago. A lot of shit. But also, you know, Spence started some bullshit. I'm gonna say this. No. When Spence, because he didn't do that shit with Mikey. And everybody was saying Mikey was a huge star. Cause Mikey was coming off beating 3 black fighters back to back. But anyway, it wasn't no A side, B side. You didn't yell that shit. But when it came to Bud Crawford, I'm the A side. Take that 70-30 or 80-20, take what I get. But in my opinion, I think Spence was playing. But Spence fans pushed that shit. Spence fans really pushed that 80-20 shit. So Bud was shitting on the entire negotiations, the entire build-up for the fight to say he don't sell. But he was the only fighter that had ever been on pay-per-view that Earl had ever fought. So I'm just when Earl fought Danny, bro, nobody talked about Danny's numbers. And Danny never been on pay-per-view. We never talked about it. Mikey had never been on pay-per-view. But when it came to turns Bud Crawford, that's when we got to flex. That's just black people. We just monkeys, bro. We always got to flex. Now I'm bigger than you. You ain't bigger than me. Oh, dick measuring ass contest, bro. You motherfuckers soft. And you bitch ass fans vouch for that soft ass shit. Bro, Devin ain't never said he bigger than Tank. This is not the argument. Just like Bud didn't say he was bigger than Earl. Devin is not saying he bigger than Tank. He done even came out and said, I'd take the same shit Ryan did. Which I think was like a 60-40 split. Nah, bro, he's not trying to prove that he's bigger than Tank. He want to beat Tank. So this is supposed to be a fight. All that flexing and shit, bro, you can do that shit after you supposedly win. If you believe you're going to win, you can flex then. But like I said, what I do respect about Earl Spence, when his promotional company was acting like they didn't want to pay Bud, Earl stood on that shit, and I believe he had a lot to do with that $10 million guaranteed. I believe he had a lot to do with it, and him and Terrence Crawford shut the fans out, and they talked personally. Tank ain't finna talk to Devin on the fucking phone. He ain't finna talk, but he got Ryan number after the fight. Remember, Ryan made sure he got Tank number after the fight. Nah, I'm just saying, bro. And I bet Ryan texts you all the time. Whether you answer back or not, I bet Ryan texts you at least every other day. You know, people keep saying Devin want to be like Tank. Ryan wanted to be like you. That's who really wanted to take your place. Because had Ryan beat you or even dropped you, Ryan would have been the face of boxing. He would have been bigger than Canelo. Had Ryan beat you, or it been a tooth and nail fight, Ryan would have went to superstardom because mainstream media wanted Ryan to win. Just like all fans know that shit. Mainstream media was pulling for Ryan. You had the perfect story. They couldn't. I swear I've never seen so many grown men talk about how good looking a fighter is. You know, they say he's so good looking and they wanted him to win. The Instagram followers. So now when the world was against Tank and the mainstream media was against Tank, I rode with him to the fullest. So all I'm saying is, bro, whether you ride with Tank or not, bro, lying on the man numbers, bro, that shit can it diminishes the fight in a certain way. Like I said, it don't matter what the numbers come out now because everybody's stuck on 50,000. And I don't know, man. Like I said before, Tank ever said anything, fans came out and said rehydration clause. They already threw it before Tank ever said that. Before we could ever see the contract, y'all tried to write up a contract or tell Devin what he must do. Y'all didn't do that shit with Ryan. Ryan bigger than Devin, or just as big. Y'all didn't say no rehydration clause. Tank said that shit. If he had never said rehydration clause, y'all would have never put it in the country. Y'all would have never said catch weight. Y'all would have had no problem with Tank fighting Ryan at 140. So, it is what it is. But but like I said, Earl in the beginning, I felt like he was wrong for flexing on Bud. And I'm the A side and this and that. When we already know who the A side is. Yeah, you the A side. But also, like I said, Earl kept it real in the end. He got Bud number and talked to him like a man. Made sure they got the $10 million guaranteed. They handled that shit like men. And I got a lot of respect for Bud because Bud could easily run to some other shit. Bud said, nah, I'm going to honor my rematch. He gave me a chance. I'm going to give him a chance, and I respect Earl. So that's how men handle shit. So, and you know, another thing, people tried to shit on the fact that Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford was so respectful in the build-up. I mean, I wish they just talk a little shit. But then when Devin and Regis do it, now it's a circus show. But he giving you what you want. So, people, they just want to prove so badly that Devin don't say it. It is crazy to me. And it's crazy to me. So, I don't know, man. But like I said, I still stand on it. I don't really want Devin to fight Ryan next. I don't care about that fight because I don't think that's a competitive fight. That's a 70-30 fight. So, and it ain't big as Devin think it is. Because Devin talked that shit too. Man, me and Ryan big. That shit ain't no huge fight, bro. That shit diminished overnight, bro. Ryan diminished overnight. He was only big as Tank made him. Tank made him big. Answering the phone when Mike Tyson called him. And Tank built that fight. He was so involved. Tank has never been more involved in promoting the fight like he did with Ryan. Y'all teamed up and done that shit and got each other number afterwards. So if you can do that soft ass shit, you can give Devin a fair contract and entertain the fight, bro. Real shit, I gotta be honest. Tank do have the power that if he entertain this Devin fight, it's already the biggest fight in boxing. But if Tank fucking entertain this shit and really entertain fighting Devin instead of tweeting reasons why not to fight him, if he really say, bro, let's make this shit happen, that shit huge, bro. It'll be all over the airwaves. It'll be everywhere, bro. That fight will be everywhere because it's like I said, it's like that. Either they don't know or don't show or don't give a damn about what happened in South Central LA. They try to act quiet like they don't know that this the biggest fight. They don't know how like they don't know that this fight is the shit. Nah, bro. But when the fight get made, bro, fans out, they're gonna crawl from under the dirt. Oh man, it's the fight. I got Tank by knockout. I got Devin outboxing him. So it's one of the best fights that can be made in boxing. And like I said, I don't think Tank's scared at all. I just think he's flexing. That's all. But I ain't never seen him flex on no other Mexican that he's fought. So, matter of fact, he fought one Puerto Rican, Pedraza. So, other than that, and well, Hector Garcia was a Dominican. Yeah, you done fought a Puerto Rican, a Dominican, and the rest are Mexicans. So, I ain't never seen you really, you know. And you know another thing, Coach Calvin, you ain't never disrespect Ryan, father. You ain't never both. Like I said, bro, when you see your own color, you just think it's time for action and it's time for the little rap beat. I tell you, bro, you old motherfuckers, I'm really getting tired of a lot of you old motherfuckers. Really getting tired of it, bro. I done seen old motherfuckers on YouTube. That Devin is too big. I done literally heard these motherfuckers, Devin is way too big for Tank. I done literally heard old motherfuckers say, Devin is way too big for Tank. All that rehydrating at 165. Y'all are so scared of Devin coming in, rehydrating at 165. That shit has shook you motherfuckers. I've never seen so... You motherfuckers have studied Devin's weight. You trying to, you studying everything, bro. Y'all done put a rehydration clause or catch weight. Tank ain't said none of that shit. And like I said, y'all already drawing the contract up. But anyway, like I said, fans gonna do what they do. Do what you do, bro. I don't think Tank's scared of Devin at all, though. I'm never gonna say that. I'm not gonna ever co-sign that shit, bro. This some rapper shit. I told you, it's NBA YoungBoy Lil Durk. Tank ain't scared of Devin at all. And he do think he can beat Devin. I think he think that. But I think deep down, Tank know that's his toughest fight. I believe deep down, I think Coach Calvin, Coach Kenny, Leonard Ellerby, no, that's the baddest motherfucker Tank will ever have stepped in the ring with. He ain't never faced nobody better than Devin. I think they all know that shit, bro. I think they know the danger, bro. That's why they always talk shit when it comes to Devin and Shakur, because they know those are his toughest fights. At this point, I definitely favor him beating Frank Martin. Frank Martin got to show me he getting better. That's why he need a Shakur fight. He need that Shakur fight next. Frank got to show me he getting better. I'm not just judging you off your last performance, but I definitely want to see. I want to see you take it to another gear. Because I still do want to see Frank Martin versus Tank, but I'd like to see Frank Martin versus Shakur first. That's a good fight. That fight is a really, really good fight. People sleeping on it. Frank Martin versus Shakur, I'm telling you, that's a fight that's going to bring out the best in both of them. And like I said, the difference in Edwin De Los Santos and Frank Martin, I think Edwin De Los Santos better. But Frank Martin going to step on the gas. And Frank Martin do got power. He going to go for the kill. If he see I can't box with Shakur, which he can't, he going to step on the gas. That's one thing he will do. And he got power. And I think it's gonna bring out the best in Shakur. That's a fight I think we need to push for. Frank Martin has said that shit ain't over with. He want to run that shit. He ain't through. He willing to go back in negotiations. I think that's a great fight. That's a great fight to make. And like I said, bro, imagine Frank Martin versus Shakur on the co-main of Tank versus Devin, bro. That shit explosive. But Tank ain't scared of Devin, but he know that's his toughest fight. Bro, look, I'm just keeping it real, bro. You was down on the scorecards against Barrios. We keep acting like that shit don't exist. I don't want to hear about no weight. That shit had nothing to do with weight because Barrios never put his weight on you. Barrios was boxing. He was outboxing you. Floyd had to come in the corner, bro, and tell you was down on the cards. You was down on the cards against Barrios. Listen, I think that's your best win. But I also think Barrios is a better fighter at welterweight than he was at 140. But that's your best win. It was a great win. It was very impressive. But you was down on the scorecards and you struggled with the jab of Barrios. You took it away from him by the 9th round. 8th, 9th round, you took his jab. I got to give you that. You took his jab, but that was Barrios' jab. Devin Haney has the second best. You can argue the best, but I still like Jamal jab better. I love Jamal jab because it's very powerful. But you can say Devin got the best jab. I got him as the second best jab with Earl Spence as the third best jab. But that jab is hard to get past. He got the reach. He rangy just like Bart, but he's much more athletic. He's much more fundamentally sound, bro. Way better. And this dude had you down on the scorecard. You had to go to a whole nother gear to beat Barrios. If you had to go in another gear to beat Barrios, bro, you're going to have to go in. You're going to have to show all your gears. And everybody know it. Coach Calvin know it. You're going to have to go in every gear to beat Devin, bro. Devin is one of the most disciplined fighters in boxing when he want to be. And against you, he will be disciplined, bro. But Devin gonna try to punish you though, like he did Reed. He gonna try to punish you, but he gonna be very disciplined. Devin, I'm telling you, bro, the biggest thing and him and Shakur got in common that they got in common with Floyd, they nothing like him. They don't fight nothing alike. Devin and Shakur are totally different fighters, and they're nothing like Floyd. But the one thing they do have in common that Floyd had, they both can strip you of what you good at. People talk that shit, bro. I'm gonna be honest. That's why I slightly took up for Shakur because De Los Santos didn't let his hands go. But De Los Santos realized he was outwilled. He was outskilled. He realized he know everything I'm doing, and he took that left hand from him. He took the right hook from De Los Santos. Shakur and Devin will take your best shit from you. I don't think Tank will land an uppercut in the Devin Haney fight. I don't think you would never land that uppercut, bro. That shit won't land on Devin, bro. Is you gonna land some other shit? That right hook is lethal. The straight left is beautiful. I think I could see you landing a straight left here and there. And the straight left ain't the knockout punch. That right hook is the knockout punch. The uppercut is the right. And when you loop the left hand, that shit, and you go around that guard with it, that's a lethal punch. But the straight left ain't as devastating. It's a hard shot, but the straight left that Tank throw, I've never seen him drop or hurt nobody with the straight left. That right hook that right hook he landed on Hector Garcia. It looked like I guarantee he bust his eardrum, bro. That shot, that right hook. No. He landed the right hook on Hector Garcia, but the fucking right hook that he landed on Jose Pedraza, no, that was lethal. That was lethal. That was one of the coldest knockouts, probably of all time. That knockout of Pedraza. But anyway, I ain't finna get to going through your career, but Tank is very good. I think he's very skilled, but he's limited, bro. The reach is a problem. You do got short arms and you shorter. But I'm going to tell you another thing about Tank. Tank ain't small. See, people keep acting like he's small because he's short. Tank kind of wide. He's stocky. He really... And Tank be big on fight night. I've peeked that. And you say he walk around at 160. Tank is like stocky. He be stocky on fight night. Ripped but stocky with it. Tank ain't just little. So he just short with short arms. But like I said, he make up for it in many ways. It's just that the range of Devin Haney, bro, that's going to be a major problem to get through. And he just as fast as you, if not faster. He got great defense. That's a tough fight, and I think everybody know it, but they trying to act like they don't know. Floyd know it. All of them know it, bro. But I'm telling you, bro, everybody, Tank whole team knew Ryan was fooled. All he knew he had to do was duck the left hook. That's exactly what he did. Duck the left hook, come over with the left over the top of his shit. Easy work. That's one of the Tank's easiest fights, bro. That was a way easier fight than the Pedraza fight. I think the Ryan Garcia was one of Tank's easiest fights. Make no mistake about it, bro. Ryan is like a janky fighter. He do got power. That motherfucker can knock you out. And it's fast, but you can easily slip his shit, bro. It's because Ryan has he don't know what else to do once you duck his hook. He don't know what else to. His right hand is not accurate. He has no other answers. So that was one of your easiest fights, and that's why you took that fight. You knew you would beat him. You knew for sure you would beat him. Calvin wasn't nervous at all. I've seen Coach Calvin more nervous during the Pitbull build-up or some other shit. But like I said, bro, it ain't for me to shit on Tank. Let me tell you something. I got more shit to say about his soft ass team. I got way more shit to say about Coach Calvin than. But Tank say fuck shit though. I think he do fuck shit. Like I say, he trying to flex on Devin. That's what I think. And like I said, bro, black people at this point, we are so fucked up. We'll deny ourselves a big check just so you don't eat. No, we'll starve ourselves just because I'd rather see you starve, and I'm willing to starve myself rather than both of us to make the biggest check of our life. So that's the mentality he got, and that's many fans are vouching for that shit. Instead of saying, bro, that's a big payday for Tank. You creating more generational wealth. People ain't looking at the bigger picture, bro. Y'all breaking bread together. You gonna make a lot of money. That's what everybody know. So you denying yourself from that. So because you just want to show that you bigger and I'm the A side and you just want to flex. So yeah, this is 903 Boston. I'm your host, Charles J. With that, I'm out.